The new model Nexus 6P launched with Android 6.0 Marshmallow. Older models will get it soon too. What Marshmallow brings is Google Now on tap, turning Now's ambient intelligence into a full-on digital assistant, and OS, the new power-saving feature. Android Pay is a big focus, but it has a lot of catching up to do, launching after Apple's and Samsung's solutions. Oh, and Android is finally getting the more meaningful control over app permissions. Instead of asking all sorts of permissions before installing, apps will now ask for each permission individually only when needed, making the process more transparent. Both phones come with a motion coprocessor, which is what Google calls Sensor Hub. It's used for sensor data processing and allows your phone to monitor sensor data, thus offloading the main processor and enabling stuff such as activity recognition or gesture recognition with a minimal power overhead, all while your phone's screen is off. For instance, this motion coprocessor detects that you pick up the phone and activates the ambient display. The Nexus 6P is built by Huawei and is a premium model, which is reflected in its pricing and specifications. It's more compact than the Motorola-built Nexus 6 5.96. The model lead and upgrades to a 64-bit processor, the refresh Snapdragon 810 chipset. The other major changes are the fingerprint reader and the reversible USB Type-C connector. Google also unveiled the Pixel C tablet, an Android device, not Chrome OS, along with a new Chromecast plus Chromecast audio. Unfortunately, the tablet wasn't around for some hands-on action. P is for Pixel, and it's Google's second one. The company stepped back from the massive 6-screen and repositioned the Nexus 6P closer to the Galaxy Note 5 and Infinix 6 Plus competition with a 5.7 screen. It's an AMOLED with QHD resolution, putting it even closer to the Note 5 and pleasing AMOLED aficionados everywhere. The Nexus 6P features a metal unibody, the first for a Nexus, which contributes to its premium looks. It's thin too, 7.3 mm, noticeably thinner than the Moto Nexus. It's slightly taller than an Infinix 6 Plus 5.5 screen, which is quite impressive when you remember the two front-facing speakers flanking the screen. What's best about it, however, is how amazingly light it feels for such a big phone. The new addition is the fingerprint reader. It's on the back, which many will find more comfortable to use. Reaching it with your index finger feels very natural. Using other fingers is quite awkward, but you probably won't need to do it anyway. The new fingerprint sensor support is baked into Android Marshmallow, and it can be used for authentication by all apps, should their developers decide to enable it. As for unlocking the phone, the fingerprint sensor does its job brilliantly, and it's instantaneous even if the screen is off in standby.